Well, as always, before we get the ferry back to the UK, Carol with a paintbrush.
I haven't been up this ladder in months.
I can tell, wobbly legs. You thought, I've got a spare 10 minutes, what shall I do?
No, I missed a bit in my mum's bathroom, so paint. So I'm using this paint because it's the last of it, so that I can take it back.
Oh.
So actually, no, I'm just doing this job because of you, Mother.
Oh, blame, yes. You may be 80, but we're still going to blame you. So this is completely redoing that picture rail, or whatever you call it?
It was never finished.
Ah, okay. It seems to be a bit like that when we come back, doesn't it? Finishing touches here and there. We keep forgetting. Well, I'll leave you up there in the darkness, next to my beautiful chandelier.
Whose?
Oh, okay, our chandelier. And all I can see in the bottom, background is your glowing horse. Does look good down there, doesn't it? Carol suggested we should put a rug down there. Just a tiny.
A blue rug. Just to put over that bad bit of the flooring while we can't do it.
Okay. For that would become our winter coffee spot.
No, that's in front of the fire.
In front of the fire, absolutely. I'm not getting away from that. Chestnuts before we go. Well, if someone hadn't stolen that hour, we'd be all right, but we're having to do it now in the darkness. Although she's happy. Actually, I don't know why I'm stood here doing nothing. Yeah, that's much better. Chewing up all the leaves, best way to do it. So quick stop like you do on Sundays in the UK. You can't do this in France because everything's shut on a Sunday. We used to love coming out to these.
This is what we need.
But if we end up having to
Coffee.
start doing the kitchen, look at the storage.
Oh, not one, but two.
That's what we need, practicality like that. Do you like the colour though?
Oh, yeah.
Carol? Oh, wow.
So remember we went to IKEA? These are the colours I was looking at. Cream, green. Bob's your uncle.
I love the top of this. I don't know if that's what you want.
While you're cooking away,
Yes.
I can get in the bath.
No. That was my idea. I thought perfect because I can't cook, but I can watch you cook. Does it come with? They'll throw that in with the kitchen, I reckon. I do like the colours a lot. But as I said, if the chateau doesn't sell, that's our next big project, isn't it? Really, it's the kitchen. Watch this space. This is a bit of a result. It's maybe a bit early, a bit premature, but we're 70% off. So Carol was actually talking to one of the people here and said, can you come out and design it? And they said, yeah. We haven't actually given them the address in France yet, so the bad news is still to come. But it's a free service. And as you see, a lot of these companies do this now. Have you told him the address in France yet?
Hello, Tia. Hello, gorgeous girl. You're so pretty. Oi!
Why you took so long?
Get off my bed.
You didn't make it, so it doesn't matter, does it? Come on. So people are asking what colour I go these mouldings going to be. So I was going to originally have them white. The ceiling ones are going to be white because I just want it to be delicate. Obviously not that way. So I was going to have them white. But as Bethany's come down for a night, I thought I'd ask what she would like. Now I had some paint left over from downstairs, which is this twine colour, which I thought, oh, that might look quite nice as well. So let's see what Bethany thinks. What do you think, Bethany?
I actually don't know. I quite like the white. I'm really not sure actually. I like the white because I think it looks cleaner. But then
It actually won't be white. I do apologise. It's going to be this china colour up here.
so it won't be white.
No, it's the colour of the wool.
Okay. I prefer the lighter colour, I think. I think it looks nicer.
Okay, so the second thing is, do you want it that way round? With the short stump coming down? Or the other profile with the long coming down?
The short one coming down, I think.
Are you sure? Because this one makes the room look higher because it's quite a short room.
Oh. I'm not the designer, you are.
Answers in the comments then. Twine or china colour, and long profile going along the top or coming down.
So how are you getting on with Beth's room?
Slowly.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, I've got
That's good.
that side up,
So that's the framework that Carol's doing.
but I've got these gaps here.
Let me come across.
So I've been trying to shape them around, but it's not that possible. That's not that easy. So I'm going to fill it afterwards with some filler, same as over here.
Fill it with some filler.
Yeah, some filler.
Well, how's she going to fill it with?
Cork.
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 We like cork.
So I've got this one corner up, and I've done the same here. Shaped it slightly, and then I shall pop that in there.
And fill it with some filler.
Oh look, that stays over like that. Job done.
Don't need to do anything.
My difficulty is getting these at right angles because they're not set at right angles, as in they're not moulded.
Right, so it's a by eye.
I've been doing those by double-sided tape, marking off the wall and then sticking them up. But I've got to make sure that they're at right angles to the ceiling when I do those ones.
The ones in the corner, okay, by the coving, yeah.
Yeah, so we're using, this is left over from when we put the ceiling rose up in the shower at the chateau.
So it's going well though. It's got the effect you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, I just need to find her some new bedding and some curtains.
Yeah, it frames that wall. I love that wallpaper. I think most people actually said they love it as well. But now you've framed it, yeah, it really works well in this room. He who dares wins.
Who needs a ladder, hey? We'll get it around the right way now.
And don't stick your fingers to it. All the wallpaper. I'm guessing they're quite flexible.
Actually a little bit bent.
Ah,
So they were 8.5, I think.
cool, that's precision. You're relying on the coving being.
I know. Oh, that got to go up a lot.
You're in luck, I didn't put the coving up in here, so it should be square.
Trouble is, I can't, my spirit level's too long to go across there.
It looks good.
So just squeezing the glue out and setting it, and then I should just wipe it off with a damp sponge.
Right, well, bright sunny morning, even though it's freezing cold. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it back to the chateau this weekend, which is good news. It means I get a weekend of doing nothing. Yeah, I wish. Carol's got another list for me to do this weekend. Nothing's quite in the Carol household. So first thing I've actually done is I've just popped down to the factory to pick a few things up for her. Well, I'll let her explain what we're doing later. But I'm actually going to go and see my friend Guy. Now, I don't know if you remember, he helped me weld the large chandelier that I rebuilt and put in the Grand Salon. So I'm going to go and see him and see if he's in his engineering company there, if he's got any bar that I can use for repairing the balustrade that I showed you that had fallen down. We were going to use rebar. A few people commented on, obviously, if that goes rusty, it swells, which is true, very true. But these bars I'm actually resin in, so I'll drill the holes into either side. I'll drop a resin in there, and then the bars will actually go into that. So actually water shouldn't get to it at all. But I am hoping, and I am going to ask Guy if he's got any stainless steel. I'm hoping he quite often has offcuts left over from the works he does down there. So if I can tuck him up for that, even better. So that'd be my first port of call. Then I'll nip down. We've got a tool station right by my factory here. So I'll get some resin off them. I've then got to go and pick up, actually, Carol, I like this, a very small, precious parcel, if you like. I've got to go and pick that up, Carol, which hopefully will help her with the jobs we've got to do today. So that'll be afterwards. And then back to the small house and do some more work. Well, as I said, tool station right next door to my factory, which is handy. A lot of stuff comes from. I'll just quickly show you what I'm using. So this is a resin bonded anchor that we use. A lot of people use this, so if you're not putting traditional raw plugs in, you resin your bars in, etc. And that will work a treat. Actually, I'll show you on the illustration there exactly what we're looking to do. So yeah, I've got lots and lots of these. I can always return what I don't need, but they'll be coming back with me. Now I better go and see how Guy's getting on. Right, so I've just popped into my local supermarket to pick up the special package for Carol. Hoping it's here. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, it's a funny place for us to meet, isn't
Mama.
it?
Yeah.
Are you the special package?
Yeah.
Are you coming to help Glamour?
Yeah.
What else are we doing here?
I was trying to find you.
You were sent to find me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, in case I
thought
get
you
lost.
were in here.
Where's Mummy?
There.
She lives in the supermarket as well, does she?
There.
Is she with Zara?
Yep.
Okay. Morning, Mummy.
Okay.
That's how babies should be. Well, Carol's a lucky girl today, so she gets 2 parcels, 2 for the price of 1. One in there and one in there. Where are we going now?
And Glamours.
Going to Glamour's, are we? You ready to work?
And a French money.
You know she'll work you really hard.
I know what to do.
There's no good taking money out of there because they're euros. You can't use euros over here.
And the French money.
French money, exactly. It's no good in England, is it? So it's been a busy day at work. I come home and it looks like Carol's had a busy day here, playing in the kitchen. And well, I'll let you explain what you've been up to today.
I got a present.
I didn't even know you were going to... Where's that? Oh my word.
So this is the wallpaper that I really wanted in the Chateau kitchen. Obviously it can't happen at the moment, so I thought, oh, well, I'll put it in this kitchen then. So it was on special offer, 30% off, which is why I ordered it, because I needed 2 rolls in here. And then I thought, goodness, if I did do the kitchen in the Chateau with this, that would cost a fortune.
Well, what is that paper? I don't... Is that
Oh,
William
this
Morris?
is William Morris, Willow Boughs. So yes, I've had this sample for a very long time. You've probably seen it before. But we went to a kitchen design place the other day, and the kitchen, just to replace this cupboard section here, and new sink, new hob, new extractor, was nearly £9,000.
With the discount.
And that wasn't fitted. That was just bog standard cupboards, doors, blah, blah, blah. So that wasn't going to happen in a house that might be rented. So while I was at work, I stole out of Adrian's bin some plastic,
Like you do.
which is called, Adrian?
Foamex board.
Foamex board. It's plastic, it's flexible, it's easy to cut with a scalpel.
And they're offcuts, so you'll be
And these
very
are
practical.
offcuts out the bin.
Yeah.
So I changed a plain cupboard that looked like that.
Yes. You doing your teacher impression there with your...
into shaker style.
I'll say this only once. Yeah, I didn't even spot it. Carol said to me, can you see the
So
difference in here?
obviously I had some paint left over of this from years back. It must be about 10 years old now. And I've painted the trims, but this was just to see what it looks like. It really needs to be wider. Although if I do that wider there, then I've got to think about the handles. But that's the overall effect that we could achieve just with some offcuts of plastic.
Very easy.
and some leftover paints.
You could use pretty much anything, couldn't you? MDF would work on there.
You
keep in
could.
mind.
I've just found some gold handles that could go in here, bar ones on Facebook, £35 for 20 of them, if the lady ever comes back to me. That was what I wanted to try, to see if it worked, see if we could revamp these doors, because there's actually nothing wrong with the doors.
Yeah, I mean, as everyone probably knows, these are carcasses and you can easily just change the doors and you've got yourself a new kitchen.
But why change the doors if the doors all fit?
They do.
Just add trims, and Adrian didn't even notice when we come in.
I didn't. No,
So-
haven't got a clue. I didn't even notice your cream paint in the hallway in the chateau for about, what, a month?
Oh yeah, that.
So, obviously I
So-
clearly can't tell.
They're not the colour I want, but I just wanted to get the look first, see if I was happy with that. But this is the wallpaper that I've got to put up in here, and it'll either go. Don't show my clutter.
Clutter? What do you mean clutter?
So it'll either go up on this wall. I did only buy 2 rolls. I don't want too much of it.
Yeah, because you need to cover those patches, they look horrible. Oh,
Preparation, darling.
yes, darling.
Or the wall over there, but we may put a mirror on that to reflect the kitchen and make it look twice as big. We shall
Yes.
see.
Yeah, because this is south facing actually, so we do get a lot of light, so yeah, it's good. Yes, clever clogs, I do like that. And actually I like it even more because
It was free.
It was free, exactly, yes. So the next time we'll have a new kitchen we show it. Nah.
We need new tiles as well, and some pull-out storage.
Yes,
so
we.
we're going to IKEA tomorrow.
I know people mock that, but that was. I'm going to show that when we go there. It's so many clever ideas for kitchens nowadays, with corners that pull out and then pull out again, and we'll show you. Oh, hi everyone. This week's sponsored video by EcoFlow. I just want to say a really big thank you to them. They have replaced, or should I say updated, my old Delta, the first unit they ever sent us, with the latest version of the Delta Max. Now, this is by far my favourite product of the range, and I'll get it out of the box, we'll have a look at it, and I'll tell you why. Just briefly show you how well they package these items. In fact, all their items EcoFlow send out. First thing you get out is the cables. Now, these units, like all their units, you can charge either from a solar panel, you can charge it from your main supply, plug it straight into your mains and charge them up, or you can even charge them from your car battery, which could be a handy thing, obviously, if you're using this for leisure a lot of the time. But if I show you, you get an idea of how well they go. They put the effort into making sure that when the product's sent to you, not a chance of any damage. So as you see, I've got some of the EcoFlows that we use a lot of the time, or currently use a lot of the time. We have the Delta Pro, we have the original Delta, and then we have the River 2 Max. This product here, the Delta Pro, is really what I would use for my heavy machinery. I remember last year, actually it was the early part of this year, where I had to rebuild the wall outside, and we had this running all day, in fact for 2 days, on the cement mixer. If you were using a heavy SDS drill sort of thing, this would basically see you all day. The disadvantage with this one is the weight. This is not something you want to be carrying around. In fact, it comes with wheels, and even comes like when you go on holiday, the handles for the case. So it makes it a lot easier. But if you're working out in the garden, I will say it's not the perfect thing. This is where we find the Delta. We use this all the time, more than actually all the products. You can nip upstairs if you want to do something on our top floor, just carry this up, carry this out to the garden. Very, very powerful machinery piece this is. And then the River 2 Max, which we were saying, which is really more for me, was geared for the leisure industry. I use this if I'm working outside and I just run in small appliances, just because it's so small and light. And Carol can use this all the time. She has no problem lifting that around. It still will run most of my tools off that, but it's just the length of time. If I was out doing a project in the garden and I wanted to be there most of the day, screwing, drilling, etc., then I would take the Delta. But now we have the Delta 2 Max. I'll just give you an idea of size. It's slightly bigger than the original one. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit heavier, but for me, this is still manageable. The only thing that this doesn't have, all the other plugs, is I can run all of these off my mobile phone. So another telling me the charge, what's left in there, etc. On our facilities, I don't have to be right next to the unit, which was really good when I was using actually the cement mixer, because I kept this well away from the cement mixer. I could turn it off, just popping it on my phone, and it was as easy as that. Anyhow, let's talk a little bit about now the Delta 2 Max. So why do I think this is the most versatile battery, actually, where they do storage unit of the whole lot? As I said just a moment ago, it's the size, the weight, the fact that we can just easily carry it around. It comes with the usual USB charging. It has 4 AC outputs. Charging facilities, as I said, there's 3 ways of charging it. If you've got the solar panels, which we do, that's pretty much how I always charge my units. To me, it's free electricity. But if I was going away, I think Beth would probably preferred for this if she'd gone away when she did her camping holiday, because she could have just run the air fryers while she was in a tent. I mean, that's glamping as far as I'm concerned. But all those extra things that would have lasted the whole holiday from this, compared to the other one that she took away, she could probably only do it overnight, and then she'd have to charge it again off a car or off a solar panel. But this thing has 6 times more storage capacity than the other one. No brainer, really. So I plugged it into my aircon unit. This is a product that we were using every evening, actually. Even though we've got a battery on our aircon unit, that would last all night, so I didn't even have to plug it into the mains, just purely relied on free electricity from the power stations. So as you can see, it tells you pretty much everything you need to know. At the moment I'm not running anything, but it would tell me how many hours that unit will last for. Has the usual plugins also for your phones, your laptops, etc., USB-Cs. You can actually purchase additional batteries. So if you know you're going to be using this a lot on the way, you can actually plug in the side here 2 more additional batteries. And then round the back, with this new unit, you can actually charge both from solar and from the mains in one go. So if you really needed to get this thing back up and running because you're working outside somewhere and there's no charge, you can actually charge the thing in 1 hour, fully charged, which is pretty impressive. Also has the cigarette adapter. The first thing that sprung to mind is, which is a very popular nowadays, SUP boarding, the stand-up paddle boarding. A lot of them are inflatable, so if you go away, you can plug in your board there. That will run most air compressors. Other ports, I think these are so that you could plug in things like your printers, those sort of things. So it's actually really useful for in the home. And the first thing I thought of actually, and we're going to do that, Caroline, is back in England, as everyone, well, not everyone knows, but UK people know, electricity is so expensive. But we realised that during the day, and a lot of people work remotely from home, have the kettle on, the fridge, everything's on during the day. But if you get what we call, well, I think it's called Economy 7, but they get a lot cheaper electricity during the night. Obviously, you pay a little bit extra during the day. Well, I'm just going to charge this unit up, so I put it on the cheap rate tariff, fully load this up overnight, and this will just see me through all my stuff I need to during the day. This should then make my electricity way cheaper.